All right, so are you guys looking for the best cover you can plant on your property, the best deer bedding you can plant on your property? If you've heard switchgrass, it's not the answer, guys. I got something that's gonna attract way more deer, way more big bucks, a lot easier to establish. And I'm gonna give you 5 big reasons why Milo, sorghum, whatever you wanna call it, is way better than switchgrass. Hands down, I guarantee it. End of January, 20 below with a wind chill, we're getting a video out. You're thinking about big bucks, thinking about what you can do to your hunting property, 2025 bow season. Hopefully you had a successful 2024 season. I put a good buck down. But if you haven't, you're looking how to improve your property, you're at the right channel. What can I plant? I need some more cover, Nate, out on my property. Switchgrass. No, not the answer, guys. Milo. We're going over 5 big reasons. Milo is way better than switchgrass, and it's gonna draw way more deer, attract way more bucks to your hunting property, save you guys a lot of money. These guys pushing this stuff, making big money. I'm not pushing any seed. I'm being honest up front with you guys, letting you know why Milo is way more attractive to deer, including big bucks. Thanks for tuning in to Nate's Bow Hunting. Let's get to it. If you love chasing big bucks, well, this is the channel for you. I don't own hundreds of thousands of acres. I didn't move out to Iowa. I hunt 2 small family farms here in Wisconsin. And we're going to talk about everything from food plots and hunting strategies to take down the biggest buck in your neighborhood. Guaranteed you'll never plant switchgrass again after listening to this video. I've been to a lot of property consults lately. What am I seeing over and over again? Switchgrass failing. Plant them side by side, guys. You know, it's really too bad that some of these guys, and I follow a lot of these guys, and they have some really good things on their channel. I've learned a lot, but it's really too bad that they're pushing the switchgrass like this. I don't know, maybe they've never tried Milo. Could be. Or unfortunately, they're about the almighty dollar and they're making a lot of money off this stuff. It's one or the other. It doesn't really matter. I'm not selling the seed, guys. I'm gonna be straight up with you and let you know how much better Milo or sorghum is than switchgrass. Switchgrass is better than no cover at all. And this stuff here is better than both, but this takes 10, 20 years to establish. This is an old pasture that has grown up with some dogwood, buckthorn, and willows. Milo, first year results. So before I give you the 5 reasons of why Milo or sorghum is way better than switchgrass, if you're looking for more cover or bedding on your hunting property, especially smaller property, but even up to 100 acres, 200 acres, I don't care. Let me give switchgrass a little credit where it's due. One thing I will say about switchgrass is it's an excellent screening. Probably a better screening than Milo or sorghum because the majority of the time deer aren't bedding in it, so you can walk right alongside of it to block your access. So it is excellent screening. The other good thing I will say about it is it's better than no cover at all. It's better than a wide open field, egg crops, wide open woods. It's probably better than that, you know, if you don't have a bunch of oaks in there or other food in there. So it's better than no cover at all. So it's not completely worthless. Can't even compare to Milo or sorghum. All right, reason number 1. Why is Milo better than switchgrass? It is excellent bedding and food. That's right, I said and food, guys. Does switchgrass provide any food? No, absolutely none. Does switchgrass provide bedding? Yes, certain circumstances, if you plant it just right, you don't get it too thick, and you got a little room in there, yes, it can provide some deer bedding. But you know how many properties I've been doing land consults? It's so thick, it's just a wall, which is good screening, but that's it. The deer don't even use it. They're like, Nate, the deer aren't even using all this switchgrass. It's just sitting here. Well, all right, let's get rid of it. Let's get some Milo in here. I can guarantee you the deer will be bedding in the Milo. I can guarantee you the deer will be feeding in the Milo. I can guarantee you this Milo is going to attract and hold more bucks than your switchgrass. I watched a lot of YouTube guys and I almost got sucked into this. I'll show you guys the browse. It is astronomical. And when are they browsing this stuff? In the fall, October, November, December. Pre-rut, when you want does on your property, when you want bucks on your property. That's when they're browsing this stuff. It's not like corn and soybeans. I don't have a problem by me. I got so much open ag. I don't know how many properties I've been to. Can't plant corn or soybeans because they demolish the stuff. They'll tear it down to bare dirt before it gets established. Milo, you don't have that problem. They don't touch the stuff until it gets seed heads on it in October, November, and then they'll hammer it. So it's perfect. You don't have to fence it in. Switchgrass, How much food does that provide? Nothing. All right, let's get to number 2. Reason number 2 to plant Milo over switchgrass. First year immediate results. How many guys I know, third year my switchgrass is finally looking great. Oh really? My Milo looks great the first year. I don't know about you guys, but if I can get something that's even better the first year, why am I going to wait 3 years? Not to mention, did I plant it too thick? Did I put enough simazine down? Do I have too many weeds? I have guys ask me, is this switchgrass or is this weeds coming up? I can't tell. It is very tricky to get established. You got to burn it every 3 to 5 years. And now all these guys are running into problems. They planted dogwood shrubs in between, willow shrubs in between, apple orchard around their switchgrass, and they have problems burning it because they're afraid they're going to burn down all their good shrubs or some of their fruit trees. You don't have to burn Milo, guys. You take a brush hog or even a riding lawnmower. You don't even have a brush hog. I have to use a riding lawnmower. You mow it over every year and you start over. All right, guys, reason number 3. Milo is way cheaper for the seed and for establishment. No chemicals, no fertilizer. It grows in poor soils. You don't have to put simazine down in the spraying and kill everything, and then spray again, and then burn again, and then spray again, and then mow again. The maintenance. Well, you got to mow your switchgrass 2 or 3 times. When I was reading, thank God I didn't listen to some of these guys and plant this switchgrass, because I'm just, they're pushing the seed, they're selling it, they're making thousands, millions of dollars selling the seed. And a lot of them don't even have a video how they plant this stuff. I had to look at other videos to figure out how just to plant the switchgrass. There's so many failures on the switchgrass. You didn't put enough simazine down, or you didn't mow it twice the first year. That's only year 1 or 2. By year 3, it might look good. Just too many maybes. And I'm like, you know what? I got a lot of corn by me. In my opinion, corn is better than switchgrass, hands down. Security cover, food, and bedding. Big bucks love bedding in corn out here. And then if you want to, you can knock it down and leave it sit all season. Corn, still cheaper than switchgrass. And corn's expensive, guys. For a great seed, Northwoods Whitetails. I got a great relationship with them. They have the best seed around, in my opinion. John's a great guy. John's probably saying, Nate, what are you doing? Switchgrass, you know how much money we make off that stuff? I know how expensive switchgrass is, guys. Milo, it's pretty darn cheap. Even if they were the same price, Milo's way better. Switchgrass is so expensive, guys. Not to mention the process you need and time to get this stuff established. Where Milo is first year, boom, you're ready to go. Food, cover, ready to rock. Let's get to number 4. All right, number 4, guys. Kind of hit on this already. Milo is easy to establish, and it grows in very poor soil. Can't say that about switchgrass. One of the most difficult things to get established between mowing, putting down chemicals, fertilizer, etc., and then burning it every couple of years. Milo will grow in clay soil, sandy soil, any kind of somewhat decent soil. I have fairly good soil here in Wisconsin. I never use any fertilizer or nothing, and it comes up absolutely great every year. We're all crunched for time, guys, right? Why are we gonna wanna come out and mow our switchgrass all the time, spray it, do all kinds of prep work that's not necessary with Milo? I till in my Milo, I get the tiller, I broadcast it, I drag the seed over. Super simple, super easy. I got a video on it, guys. Check out my channel. It's pretty much dummy proof. And that's how I like it. I got enough stuff to worry about. Go to ag school to plant switchgrass. Let's get to number 5. 5th reason to plant Milo over switchgrass on your hunting property. You will attract way more deer and way more bucks than switchgrass. You got great cover and food. What is switchgrass? Great cover. Sometimes switchgrass isn't even great cover because it's planted way too thick, or it comes in way too thick, and it provides a wall. It's screening. That's it. Screening that you have to burn every couple of years. Screening that doesn't provide any browse. Check it in the off season here, and the amount of browse, how they're hitting it, it's just astronomical. I got my drone up in there, and you'd see all the deer beds in here. It's crazy, guys. They love bedding in this stuff. And it's browse. It's almost like the dogwood that they bed and browse. They don't have to go far. So it attracts way more. And I should, but I don't even want to plant switchgrass. I've been to so many properties, neighbors, property consults, guys are planting switchgrass. I've seen it. I've seen the deer sign. I've seen the lack of deer sign, let me say. I've seen it so thick, there's no deer walking through it. I've seen failures where they got weeds coming up and they don't know if it's switchgrass or weeds. I've just seen so many problems with switchgrass. I have no desire to plant it. I plant Milo every year. I shoot nice bucks every year on this real small property. This is a little 10-acre piece. I made it 14 acres with 4 acres of Milo. I'll even broadcast some soybeans. That's the other benefit, guys. In the middle of it, you can broadcast some soybeans, which pair really well with Milo if you want to give them a little extra food. So then it's really good security food. It's surrounded by Milo. What kind of Milo do you plant, Nate? Red Milo, way more attractive than white. I had a buck that, you know, I didn't even think I'd ever see on my grandparents' old farm out here. It's little 10 acres. I watched him chase a doe around in this Milo, and neighbor ended up shooting him 1.5 miles up the road, but this Milo will attract some giant bucks. It pairs as excellent security cover. Northwoods whitetails just put out a red blend that gets 4 to 5 feet high, and that's what you guys want. I've tried plenty of Milo, guys. You want the red. The red seems way more attractive than the white, and you want it 4 to 5 feet high. Or if you plant it a little too crowded or something, you're in the deer zone. They're gonna feel safe in there. I planted some red Milo that's only like waist height, 3 feet, and the deer still bed in it, but not like 4 or 5 foot Milo. You can guarantee that's what I'll be planting out here next year, because I know they have excellent seed, great priced as well. So yeah, guys, so drop a comment. Has anyone out there been more happy with switchgrass as far as attracting and holding deer and more bucks? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear it. And let me hit on one thing right away. I know someone's gonna say, well, Milo, you gotta plant every year, Nate, right? Yes, I do have to plant Milo every year. Switchgrass, you gotta plant once and then mow it, burn it, maintain it. I'm planting other food plots every year. I might as well plant the Milo. To me, it's like a food plot. Milo is a food plot and bedding, combination of the two. So it's worth my time to plant it every year. All right, see all the Milo behind me? Little creek crossing, look at this. Big trail. Where they cross the creek, probably gonna slide down, fall on my butt. Almost. Big trail. Oh. Right off the Milo, guys. You want to talk about a rub? Yes, sir. That is a rub. Whole season scouting, guys. That's what you like to find. Right off the Milo. It's right there, guys. Right up there. 2 acre plot of Milo, and I got another 2 acre plot on that side. Huge trails off this Milo. They're bedding in it. Does are bedding in it. They're coming through here to my food plots. But pretty cool when you find a big rub like this. Ditches, guys. Overlooked spot for bucks to push a doe down and breed them, big bucks. I lined her with apple trees and Milo on both sides. So pay attention to these ditches, guys. Throw a camera on them. I got a stand. Can't hardly see it because it blends in right up there. Let's check out that Milo. Oh yeah, it's windy, guys. It's cold. Still standing, almost February. Almost February, still standing strong, guys. I've seen switchgrass that even lays down. Not all of it, but some of it that lays down this late. Milo, still standing strong. Coming into February, I'm in full property consult mode. I'm doing at least 1-2 every week here. And so if you guys are looking for me to come out, need some extra help, videos aren't enough, reach out, links in the description. I'd love to come out to your property, help you out. And one thing, we won't be planting is switchgrass. Like I said, I've seen so many failures on it, and I am recommending on all the properties Milo. And a lot of the property consults I did last year, guys reaching out thanking me. Nate, you know, deer bedding in it like crazy. They're feeding in it. There's deer beds everywhere. They're browsing in it. Biggest buck I shot come out of it. It's great. Price is right. They're not doing fertilizer. They're not doing chemicals. It's a win-win, guys. Otherwise, I'm ready to get out of this cold, guys. It is frigid. Just kicked 5 deer right out of the Milo, guys. Pretty crazy. They're bedding in it in end of January. Just hit my 100th video, so if you like what you see, crazy about chasing big bucks, please like, subscribe, and share the channel with somebody, and getting the most bang for your buck. Not pushing any seed on you guys, telling you what works, what doesn't work. Save you guys a whole lot of money. Thanks for tuning in to Nate's Bow Hunt. See you next week.